The following is a production of Fenix Media. The views expressed do not necessarily represent those of the company or its advertisers and may contain language that's unsuitable for younger listeners.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
I'm about to do to you what Limp Bizkit did to music in the late 90s.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Here goes the last DJ.
Gentlemen, I wash my hands of this weirdness.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another brand new episode of the Kristian Fenix radio show. It is Wednesday, May 26th. We are your daily dose of laughs and levity in a crazy, crazy world. I'm joined by my co-host, the Savage One, Mr. Tony Spark. Tony, how you doing this morning?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. A little tired, but other than that, pretty damn good. How are you doing this morning?
Doing all right. I think I was telling you beforehand that I couldn't shut my brain off last night. Probably fell asleep about 2:30 in the morning, so I'm working on only a couple hours of sleep. I expect to hit a wall at some point. Hopefully it's not during the show, though.
I don't think so. Our show's pretty dang quick anymore. It's, as we used to joke, the fastest hour. Well, it's always the fastest hour now, so I think we'll be all right.
That it is. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and kick things off the way we do each and every day. Question for my co-host. Tony, if you lived to be the age of 100 plus, what would you attribute that longevity to?
That would be... That's the only logical answer, you know, because if I wasn't, then there's no way I could. No, in all seriousness, it would probably be doing, being mostly healthy, active, not doing drugs, drinking a lot of water, not really, not abusing my body per se with substances. I think energy drinks could kill me. Those are probably my only really bad vice out there. But other than that, I'd probably attribute to living a healthy lifestyle and traveling, mentally keeping it clean, I guess. I could contribate those.
I like that.
Yeah. Or they could kill me. I mean, who knows? I don't think so, but.
If you went the Batman route, I expect Batman would be dead by the age of 60 for the abuse. But I think you sort of hit the nail on the head, live a clean, healthy life and, do what you can to try and prolong that and stay mentally fit. Well, all that goes to say that Australia's oldest ever man has included eating chicken brains among his secrets to living more than 111 years.
Yeah, I was down with the chicken, but you lost me at the brains.
I don't know. He's 111. Might be onto something there. Retired cattle rancher Dexter Kruger on Monday marked 124 days since he turned 111, a day older than World War I veteran Jack Lockett was when he died in 2002. And I did say Dexter Kruger, not Freddy Krueger, so he's not living in your dream.
No, but he's got the best of both killing worlds there.
That he does. Kruger told Australian Broadcasting Corp in an interview at his nursing home in the rural Queensland state town of Roma, days before the milestone, that a weekly poultry delicacy had contributed to his longevity. Chicken brains. Chickens have a head, and in there's a brain. And they are delicious little things, Kruger said. There's only one little bite. Kruger's 74-year-old son, Greg, credits his father's simple outback lifestyle for his long life. Nursing home manager Melanie Calvert said Kruger, who is writing his autobiography, was probably one of the sharpest residents here. His memory is amazing for a 111-year-old. Calvert said, John Taylor, a founder of the Australian Book of Records, confirmed that Kruger had become the oldest ever Australian man. The oldest ever verified Australian was Christina Cook, who died in 2002 at age 114 and 148 days. So,
damn,
boy,
that's a hell of a life, man.
I would say living in Australia might contribute to
Crikey! I tell you how I lived so long there. That's right, chap. I went in and I ate them chicken brains, all right? So I became so smart and so fit, and the girls loved me. And you know...
What's with kids today, huh?
Dexter.
No respect.
Dexter Kruger's the name.
I love that. After Crikey, your Australian accent quickly
went British. Yeah, you know, sometimes the accents, they don't flow. Usually I got to watch... like Australian or British to kind of get in the character. Sometimes on the fly they mold. It's kind of like that's how Juan Pablo became Juan Pablo, right? He was Russian Chinese hybrid, and it just hello, and it just kind of morphed because they screw up sometimes. It's like it's why I do the bad British accents on purpose now with the Beatles on this day.
That makes sense. Makes sense, but. You know, in any case, maybe
chicken brains.
Yeah,
chicken brains.
Silly British accents and chicken brains are the key to a long life. Well,
chicken brains live you forever, Coral.
Folks, it is Wednesday. We've got a wonderful show lined up for you today.
Wonderful.
Today's show, shall we?
Hump Day! Yeah!
It is Hump Day, and as we do on Wednesdays, we've got Words Are Hard. We have a segment called More True Brand Slogans. We've done this.
Put it in your face.
A couple months ago, and quite a fun little ride. And then we round out the day with This Day in History. Folks,
bad British accents.
Exactly. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Behold, my precious. Ooh, yeah, let me tell you something right here. It's the Loot Crate subscription box, yeah, full of exclusive loot, fun surprises delivered to your door every month.
Just pick up your favorite geeky genre, Daddy.
From the original Loot Crate, the Loot Crate DX collectible boxes, dude! Cowabunga!
To the Loot Gaming video game box.
Woohoo! Yee-hoo!
Wowzers! With crits starting as low as $11.99 per month, there's a box just about for all collectors.
To get your geek on, head over to phoenixmedia.us/Loot Crate and claim your exclusive offer. That's FENIXmedia.us/Loot Crate. Great Scott!
Snap into a Loot Crate, dig it?
I spend a lot of time in the backyard, and I'm the center of attention at summer barbecues. In '96, I made some of the tastiest s'mores. And in '09, it was me, your backyard fire pit, that accidentally started a wildfire when a summer breeze carried one of my embers into some dry brush.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Hope you enjoyed your meal. And I just want to say, he's lucky to have a brother like you.
Lucky? Caring for my brother is far from easy. But he's a part of me, like my arms and legs, so I'll be his. No time for tired. Nothing can disable this love. He needs me, but I'm the lucky one, even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community. Support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
What if I told you that a tornado was going to happen tomorrow, right where you live? That it would touch down at exactly 3:17 p.m., and I told you the exact path it would take. You would, of course, prepare. You would talk with your loved ones, and you'd make a plan today. It's true, I can't tell you a tornado will strike tomorrow, but shouldn't you have a plan anyway? Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. You can make a difference by dropping off a hot meal and saying a quick hello. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Fenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at phoenixmedia.us. Get everything you need for the Kristian Fenix Radio Show over at phoenixmedia.us or on Facebook at facebook.com/Fenix Media Radio. Now back to the show. And we are back, folks. This is the Kristian Fenix Radio Show. And we've got a little thing we talk about each show. It is the Fenix Line, our 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week voicemail line, giving you guys, the listeners and watchers, an opportunity to chime in on anything whatsoever. Maybe either you've eaten chicken brains or you're 111 and you attribute that longevity to something else. We want to hear about it.
I go backwards. I started at 111 and it was eating chicken brains, and now I've leaned off the brains. I just eat chicken now, and I've made it to like year 40. So, Benjamin buttoned that backwards a bit.
I was just going to say.
Yeah.
Well, folks, go ahead and give us a call on the Fenix Line at 855-Phoenix-Radio. That's 855-FENIX-RDO or 855-336-4973. All we ask is that you keep it entertaining. We'll compile those together, put them out in a future show. Now, it is Wednesday, and as we do on Wednesdays, we like to explore the English language, some of the strangeness of it, and of course, it's a phrase that we use pretty much every day, but we reserve this segment for Words Are Hard. Today's Words Are Hard is all about food, the origins of popular food items, actually the names of those food items. So, Tony, let me know, if it's a food item that you enjoy. I won't ask you if you know the origin because
okay,
probably don't.
Okay. It's kind of like put it in your mouth Mondays that we used to do back in the day. Yeah. Chicken brains. Would you eat it? No.
Well, these are a little more mainstream, but again, we're exploring the names behind these items. For instance, the first one is beef stroganoff. Not a very appetizing name, but beef stroganoff may have hit peak popularity in America in the 1950s and 60s, but it's been around far longer than that. The recipe originated in 17th century Russia and gets its name from Count Pavel Alexandrov Stroganoff, a diplomat from the Russian Stroganoff family. The Count was born in Paris, so he would hire French cooks, but he would ask them to add some Russian flair to their dishes as well. According to the cookbook, A Taste of Russia, Count Stroganoff chefs simply added some very Russian sour cream to a basic French mustard sauce. It was poured over some beef and became a household hit. Thus, the legendary dish was born. So, if you ever wondered where the name beef stroganoff came from, it was from Count Stroganoff.
Count Stroganoff. I had feeling it was from Russia. Either way, beef stroganoff can be good. I used to have hamburger helper, that little mascot with glove and smiley face. I used to eat that stroganoff a lot as young man. Thank you, Count Stroganoff, my king. You've made good delicacy, better than chicken brains that Cuckoo Kachu ate.
Boy, your Russian was solid right there until the end.
Yep.
Slightly
went a little south.
Dracula.
Slightly south, yeah. Hello. I want to suck your blood. The Stroganoff.
Let's keep moving on with Words Are Hard. We're talking about the origins of food names. For instance, this next one is a very popular sandwich, the Reuben, not named after Pee Wee Herman actor Paul Reubens. Though there's some debate about the Reubens.
Eat your chub sandwich, Dottie.
While there's some debate about the Reubens' origins, many believe the sandwich emerged in the 1920s at the Blackstone Hotel in Omaha, Nebraska. Oh, hey, Yentras. Where Bernard Schimmel was the chef. Schimmel's granddaughter told Xavier that some poker players at the hotel requested snacks during their game, so Schimmel concocted the corned beef and sauerkraut sandwich for one of the players, Reuben Kulikovsky. Boy, another Russian name. The dish took off and began appearing on menus across the state. Then, in 1956, a waitress entered the sandwich into the National Restaurant Association's National Sandwich Idea Contest. Boy, that's a long contest name, where it won the grand prize and catapulted the sandwich to national fame. So, that's where the Reuben came from.
Hey, wow, man, I got this idea. I'm going to make this sandwich, Reuben. I know you're Russian and everything, man, but we're going to take like some corned beef, man. We can put some hash in it. It's going to be great, man. We're in this contest, man. It's going to be cool.
Let's keep rolling on with Words Are Hard. The next word, the next food item is, well, sandwich. You know where Reuben comes from, but what about the concept of a sandwich itself? According to PBS, the sandwich is named after 18th century aristocrat John Monto, the fourth Earl of Sandwich, who enjoyed eating sliced meats between two pieces of bread. And his legacy lives on. And it's Montague, not Montauk. Montague's great grandson, Orlando
That's
Montague,
a lot of greats.
Founded a chain called Earl of Sandwich, which you can find at downtown Disney.
Fantastic sandwich place, by the way.
Yep. The restaurants pay homage to the Earl's first, most famous sandwich called the Original 1762, which is hot roast beef, sharp cheddar, and creamy horseradish sauce served on warm bread.
Minus the horseradish.
Yeah, I love me a good sandwich, though.
Yeah. No, it's a great sandwich. I was going to actually add that in. I was going to say, hey, guys, I'm going to give you a world-class knuckle sandwich. I was going to say that and then mention the Earl of Sandwich, but I didn't realize that that it was named after that. We've eaten there numerous times at downtown Disney, and I find it to be a fantastic sandwich joint. And I'm like you, man. I enjoy sandwich shops. I love trying different ones. I
know Subway's your favorite.
Yeah, Subway is definitely number one with a bullet. No, it's not. But I do love trying different sandwich shops, though. We have some really good ones. Firehouse Subs, Jersey Mike's, just to name a few that I could think off the top of my head.
Yeah, I had a craving for Quiznos the other day.
Oh, Quiznos is great, too. Yeah, they're starting to pop up again out here. They started in Colorado. Then they kind of just fizzed. You didn't see too much. But they were like the first warm sandwich. Like I remember you had Subway that was just basic cold cuts. And we grew up, in Nevada, you had really just Porta Subs and you had Blimpie. Yeah, Porta Subs is great. They're expensive as hell, though, now.
That they are.
You got to mortgage your... you got to get a first mortgage to get a dang roast beef sandwich there anymore.
Exactly.
It's nuts.
Well, let's keep rolling on. Talking words are hard. We're talking the origins of popular food item names. For instance, the Waldorf Salad. The Waldorf Salad, which features apples, celery, grapes, and chopped walnuts over a bed of greens, is named after the establishment that birthed it, the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in New York City. According to the New York Times, the dish was dreamed up by maitre d' hotel Oscar Chursky, another Russian name, when the hotel served it at a charity ball for St. Mary's Hospital for Children in 1893. It was met with rave reviews. Today, it's still served at the Waldorf and on menus all over the country. I'm telling you, words are hard today.
Words are always hard, brother.
I'm not a big salad fan.
The cream of the crop!
Of all of the salads, even a Waldorf is still kind of low on my list.
No, I like salads, but I like when they have like walnuts and fruit and like a fruity vinaigrette or something like that. Sometimes I like that. When you say Waldorf, I've never heard of this salad. I always think of the little Waldorf saloon in Reno. That's what came to my mind when you said that. Not the hotel in New York. No, I didn't think so. I don't even know if that venue still exists or not. So
I'm not sure either.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep rolling on. Talking words are hard. Origins of food favorite names. This next one, we all love it. French fries. Though some claim French
freedom fries
I know, have French origins, National Geographic says the first French fries came from Belgium, where fishermen near the River Meuse began frying potatoes during the long winter months when there wasn't enough fish to fry. American soldiers first learned about the dish during World War I by way of French-speaking Belgian soldiers, which is why Americans dubbed them French. Today you can visit the Friet Museum in Bruges, Belgium, devoted solely to the history of the now ubiquitous side dish. So, Belgium, French fries.
Weird. I didn't think. I never knew it came from Belgium, but it's weird they didn't call it something else. Like I don't know why you'd call it French. Is the Belgium? They don't speak French, do they?
They parts of Belgium did during World War I, which is why the American soldiers just assumed that they were French. They didn't.
French fries. They didn't really know, but I gotta say, French fries are fantastic. I love French fries.
I do too.
Love them.
Let's keep moving on. Words are hard. Food name origins. Again, we were just talking Waldorf salad. This one is my favorite of all the salads, and I was surprised to hear where it came from. We're talking the Caesar salad. Though most assume the Caesar salad has a connection to Julius Caesar, the popular salad was actually created in Tijuana, Mexico in 1924 by Italian-American restaurateur Cesar Cardini. According to Food and Wine, Cardini's daughter Rosa said her father came up with the dish out of necessity when his restaurant was low on supplies. Working with what he had, Cardini created a salad of romaine lettuce, eggs, olive oil, croutons, and Worcestershire sauce. The rest, as they say, is history. And again, my favorite of all of the salads by far.
Yeah, well, absolutely. I had...
What in the actual ass?
I had no idea that it was made in Tijuana, Mexico. Who would have thought? I've always thought that was kind of a, I don't know, like a Greek-Italian type origin, but I didn't really think about it too much. It's just, it is a good salad. You add chicken to it. It's fantastic. I like the chicken Caesar. But.
Who would have thought you could get a Caesar salad and watch a donkey show all in the same block? So.
Yeah. Well, as long as Kiki Kelly and the Sexy Stud are there, I guess all is well.
Exactly. And then finally, in Words Are Hard. Food name origins. This is a breakfast favorite, Eggs Benedict. You're hardly alone if you thought Eggs Benedict was named after the famed trader Arnold Benedict. It's actually Benedict Arnold, or Pope Benedict the 13th. According to Atlas Obscura, this brunch staple got its name from Lemuel Benedict, a wealthy playboy of the Gilded Age who ordered the components of the meal on one presumably hungover morning at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel. Benedict's original request included regular bacon instead of the Canadian bacon we've come to expect on today's menus, but the maitre d' of the hotel, Oscar Chersky, again, the same man who came up with the salad, tinkered with the recipe to create the dish as we know it today. So, Eggs Benedict, I'm not a big fan of the Canadian bacon, but I do love a poached egg, that hollandaise sauce, and that English muffin. So good.
Yeah, it's not my favorite of it. Our big listener of the show, Lacey, that's her go-to every time we go to breakfast. They look interesting. I've never really tried it. I personally thought it was named after Benedict Cumberbatch, but how wrong I was. I didn't really think that. I just want to get that in there.
No worries. Well, that's Words Are Hard on this Wednesday. When we come back, we've got a segment called More True Brand Slogans. Don't go anywhere. See you guys in a few.
Okay, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. So mommy's going to teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. Socks going first, then shoes, right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops, the rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable, but how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
We are live outside the home of Joe and Rosie Goddard, where a pretty big tickle fight broke out just minutes ago. Sources say their father instigated the laughter. Let's go inside for a comment. Apparently, they have no comment. Dads, let this be a reminder that it only takes a moment to make a moment. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
How's it going?
I'm having a stroke.
Are you going to shake my hand?
I'm having a stroke.
Wow, you're not even moving your arm.
I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST, F, face drooping, A, arm weakness, S. Speech difficulty. T. Time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Hello, Kubo. What have you got planned for today?
Come on, this way.
Adventure can be found anywhere, but the best place to start is in the forest.
It's the most powerful magic there is.
Head outside to discover incredible animals.
Wow.
And beautiful plants that come together to create an unforgettable adventure. So grab your loved ones and explore a world of possibilities. Visit discovertheforest.org to find the closest forest or park to you. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
My teacher said that we should have a plan in case of an emergency. Do we have one?
First thing I'm going to do is grab a flashlight with dead batteries.
I'm going to start randomly throwing clothes in the bag. You two will be hiding in the closet and Dad won't be able to find you.
And that's when we both start crying.
Uncontrollably. Can you pass the cutlets?
Winging it is not an emergency plan. Make sure your kids know what to do during an emergency, who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Search Ready Kids at nyc.gov or call 311. Brought to you by the New York City Office of Emergency Management and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Fenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at phoenixmedia.us. Get everything you need for the Kristian Fenix Radio Show over at phoenixmedia.us or on Facebook at facebook.com/Fenix Media Radio. Now back to the show. Indeed. This is the Kristian Fenix Radio Show, and we are all over social media with many of you watching us as we speak on Facebook Live or YouTube Live. Of course, you can also get us on your smart TV or mobile device through the ngbn.tv app. You can get all of the great Fenix Media Channel shows there, including this one. And, if you want to get a hold of me on social, I'm available at facebook.com/Kristian Fenix Radio. That's Kristian with a K, Fenix with an F, radio, of course, with an R. Or on Twitter and Instagram at Fenix Media Radio. Tony's available at facebook.com/Tony Spark. That's SPARK 81. Or on Instagram at Tony.Sanfilippo81. With all that being said, in this next segment, we're revisiting one that we did a couple months back where, brand slogans, obviously they're meant to sort of entice people to purchase whatever the product is. Think Nike, just do it. There's so many, BMW, the ultimate driving machine. But one group took a look at what if brand slogans truly represented what they were or how they worked, and got some hilarious results from them. So I figured we revisit that with more true brand slogans.
That's the fact, Jack!
Apparently I'm stumbling over my R's today. All right, the first one is Q-tips. The slogan, listen, from a liability standpoint, we have to tell you not to stick these in your ears, but we're not your mother. You do what you want.
That's the fact, Jack!
I always thought, growing up, I always thought you did. I thought you stuck them, and then you stick too hard sometimes, give yourself like an earache for days because you kind of hit the eardrum. When realistically, all you got to do is just use it, swab it. They're basically cotton swabs at the end of a stick, and you get on the inside of your ear.
Yeah, it makes you cough sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's funny, if you read the box, it says not meant to go inside your ear, even though that's what 99% of the population actually uses it for. And then I had a laugh at the comment underneath here says, sometimes I clean my belly button with Q-tips too.
That's pretty funny.
That is pretty
I
fun.
could see it. They do serve a lot of usage. I know ladies use it a lot for makeup things and stuff like that. There's smart branding in the fact that the brand is Q-tip. So even if you go buy a generic cotton swab, people would call them Q-tips. So
yeah, same as Kleenex or Band-Aids. It's sort of equated.
Smart because everyone knows your brand.
Exactly.
It trumps the generic stuff out there.
Well, let's move on with more true brand slogans. This one for instant ramen or cup of noodles. The slogan, you get paid in a few days.
That's the fact, Jack!
Hey, you can afford ramen, man. You just got to look under your couch cushion. I'm sure you got like a quarter or two. It's like 10, 20 cents. It may have gone up to 10, 15 cents now. I don't know.
I think it's
15.
$0.25 a piece. You can get them at Costco by the 1,000 pack for $5.
Yeah. Well, it depends on where you're at region wise. In Colorado, no. I know in Nevada, yes. We don't sell ramen anymore because it's at the business center, but we do sell like some gross ass brand called Ashan. It's like this real thick ramen. I made the mistake of buying it thinking like, oh, it's not a bad thing.
Not so much.
No, it's kind of crap.
Well, let's keep rolling on, talking more true brand slogans. This one for Starbucks, the slogan, pay a luxury price for an average product.
That's the fact, Jack.
Now,
it is true.
I've heard that their coffee's not, I'm not a coffee drinker, so their coffee's not great. I will say their hot chocolate is better than any of the other brands out there.
Yeah, they do have some good stuff. I mean, when I was just in Disney, they had this strawberry refresher thing that was hot outside, and they put fresh strawberries with like a light hint of lemonade and some juice in it. And let me tell you, man, that was pretty damn fantastic for $5. It was definitely like they advertised, refreshing. So they've got some appealing stuff. And now that they've added the food, I know their little sandwiches are good on the go and stuff.
I like their breakfast sandwich. Yeah.
They've enhanced their menu.
Yeah, they've got a version of the sausage McMuffin with egg. It's their cheddar and sausage sandwich. So good. But coffee-wise, yeah, I don't get paying $6 for an average cup of Joe.
Nah, there you go.
Let's keep rolling on. More true brand slogans. This one, we all know where it's going. For WebMD, the slogan, we promise it's cancer always.
That's the fact, Jack.
Reminds me of my dad's ex-girlfriend, Dr. Cracky. I went to the WebMD and I swear to God you have cancer. There's Celsius brewing in your throat. It's cancer. I'm Dr. Cracky. Follow me for more advice. Oh my God, I hadn't done that voice in a while. That hurt.
Yeah, a little tough at 9:30 your time in the morning.
Yeah, it's a little much. I don't know how the hell like Randy Savage or raspy people talk like that all the time. I'm always talking like this all the time.
Good to have some lubrication handy when you need it.
Yeah, you got to have that ready. Oof.
Let's keep moving on. More true brand slogans. This one for Instagram. The slogan, when you want to feel terrible about your inadequate life.
That's the fact, Jack.
It's true. It is very true.
Yeah, I like to make people think I'm dating people. Dating people? It makes it seem like I'm dating dudes too. I'm not. But you can't post a picture of the girl
dating
on Instagram because you're dating, and then you're always on vacation. So by putting that on there, thanks to Instagram, I just recently was in the Bahamas with my friend Lori. So there you go. Thanks, Instagram. You created a whole other life for me. Thank you.
There you go. Yeah. Great way to catfish, right?
There you go.
Let's keep rolling on. More true brand slogans. This from Amazon. The slogan, instant gratification at the expense of fellow humans.
That's the fact, Jack.
I agree with the instant gratification. The expense of fellow humans, I don't necessarily agree. They employ a lot of people. They pay well in their factories, not their factories, but their fulfillment centers. And there's a whole new, cross-section of people who are delivery drivers solely for Amazon now too. So,
Yeah, and they employ a lot of future Skynet machines. So, they're equal opportunity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's keep moving on. More true brand slogans. This for the Bing search engine. The slogan, even we're surprised you're using us.
That's the fact, Jack.
Yeah, I don't know who uses Bing. Yeah, right? I still use Ask Jeeves, man. You remember that shitty one? Ask Jeeves.
Netscape. I'm a Netscape
guy. Okay. Yeah, I think most people use Google, but Bing. Wow.
Yeah, I don't even know anybody who uses, what's the newest Microsoft Edge?
Yeah. Don't use it.
No, it's garbage.
I got two browsers on here, Safari and Chrome. And even on Safari, I still use Google.
I like Firefox every once in a while. But let's keep moving on. More true brand slogans. This one, we all know it. We all love it. We all realize where this is going. Disney monopolizing entertainment $1 billion at a time.
That's the fact, Jack.
we're taking over the world. Yeah, they own quite a bit of franchises. So the company, only that kind of company could survive shutting down a theme park for almost an entire year and still be fine.
Losing millions of dollars a day. Be like, it was a little bump in the road.
Yeah, it was a little hiccup, No big deal.
The rumor mills, 2 weeks ago, were flying around because AT&T sold Warner Media. Discovery ended up buying them, but people were thinking that Disney was going to pick them up and that they'd own both Marvel and DC now, which maybe for the best. That's not.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Wow, that would have been really weird. I don't know how I'd feel about Disney owning DC too.
No.
Because then they would try to interweave that with Marvel, and it's just two different things, man.
The movies would be better, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Let's keep rolling on, talking more true brand slogans. This one for YouTube, the slogan, where the world watches ads.
That's the fact, Jack.
This is true. There's always ads when you're trying to get to your Pat McAfee or your whatever videos you watch. Watch this 5-second ad. And then you skip that ad after the 5 seconds, and then there's another ad.
And it's funny, when streaming became prevalent, everybody was excited that, there weren't as many ads. In some cases, there were no ads. And now anytime you go on a streaming platform, unless you're paying a super premium for them, you're getting just as many ads as you would network television.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But, sometimes they're weirdly, it's like whatever's local. Like, it's weird to see local ads on there. It's strange. Yeah.
They're affordable for local, so.
Yeah.
All right. And then finally here in more true brand slogans, this for Reddit, their slogan, you don't have to read shampoo bottles anymore while taking a dump.
That's the fact, Jack.
That's true. Is Reddit even really credible at times? Isn't it like people can sometimes go in there and they hack it and they change a bunch of shit? And
you might be thinking Wikipedia. Reddit is truly a user.
Yeah. Wikipedia is what I'm thinking. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're
but
right.
Reddit, I never got into Reddit just because, the whole upvoting, downvoting thing. I'd rather just Google what I'm looking for. So that's the way it goes. In any case, folks, we are headed into our break and into our final segment of the show. Do not go anywhere. We'll see you guys after the break for This Day in History.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. You can make a difference by dropping off a hot meal and saying a quick hello. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Hope you enjoyed your meal. And I just want to say, he's lucky to have a brother like you.
Lucky? Caring for my brother is far from easy. But he's a part of me, like my arms and legs, so I'll be his. No time for tired. Nothing can disable this love. He needs me, but I'm the lucky one, even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community. Support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Allison is perfect. I mean, she'd never tell you that. She's humble and perfect. She likes everyone. She even likes her untidy roommate's weird guinea pig. Allison, wait, are you texting and driving? Allison, no. That's the exact opposite of what I was just saying about you. Why, Allison? Why? Texting and driving makes good people look bad. Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
I'm Paul George of the Indiana Pacers. When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke. So I want you to learn to spot a stroke fast. F-A-S-T. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. I'm Paul George. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
My name is Lola Silvestri, and I'm going to be 95 this year. I was very independent. I fell, and I had to have Meals on Wheels. America, let's do lunch.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org. This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Fenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at phoenixmedia.us. Get everything you need for the Kristian Fenix radio show over at phoenixmedia.us or on Facebook at facebook.com/Fenix Media Radio. Now back to the show. And we are back, folks, to the fourth and final segment of this episode of the Kristian Fenix radio show. Now, if you missed a portion of the show, you want to go back and catch up on any of the previous shows, it's easy enough to do so. Head over to phoenixmedia.us, click on the show's link, scroll on down to the Kristian Fenix radio show. From there, you can get video, you can get audio as well, or head over to wherever you get podcasts. Apple, Google, Stitcher, Spotify, Anchor Breaker, TuneIn, iHeart, Doozer, Dozer, Geezer, Gozer.
Are you a god?
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
I'll take that as a yes, Roddy Piper. With that being said, folks, while you are there, be sure to subscribe. That way you always have the latest episode. Leave a review. Let us know what you think and tell your friends. Because why, Tony?
Sharing is caring. Spread the seed. Spark it around. Spread it.
There you go.
Share it. Love it. Do it.
Well, folks, at the end of each show, we like to drop a little knowledge on you, hopefully make you laugh at the same time. It is time for This Day in History.
Traversing the globe for the stories that turn the world on its head. It's This Day in History with your correspondent on the beat,
Kristian Fenix.
Thanks, Siri. All right, let's go ahead and kick things off with this day in 1538. Geneva expels John Calvin and his followers from the city. Calvin lives in exile in Strasbourg for the next 3 years. Could you imagine if cities could just still kick you out? Just like, we don't want you here. Leave.
They're like, you're gone. You know what, Mr. Calvin, not Calvin Klein, get out of here. Just for 3 years. But after 3 years, you're welcome to come back. But
yeah.
For the next 3 years, get the hell out of here. Why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
Moving on, this day in 1805, a little connection to where you're at, Tone. Lewis and Clark first sight the Rocky Mountains.
Ooh, Lewis, do you see that? Yeah, Clark. Rocky, aren't they? Mountains. Rocky Mountain. Oh.
And my guess is they saw the Rocky Mountains and were basically like, we're going to stop right there. I don't think we're going to go any further.
Yeah, we're good. We made it as far as we need to go. So.
Tony's going to grab the prop because he knows that this day in 1805, Napoleon Bonaparte is crowned King of Italy. And of course, we know how he celebrated that coronation by heading over to the Pharaohs and getting that famous Piggly Wiggly trough.
Excellent!
Moving on, this day in 1857, U.S. slave Dred Scott and his family are freed by owner Henry Taylor Blow only 3 months after U.S. courts ruled against them in Dred Scott versus Sanford. Dred Scott, badass name. Henry Taylor Blow, terrible name.
Yeah, HTB versus Dred Scott. What's your name? Dred. What's your last name? Scott. Why are you talking like that? Because I'm Dred Scott.
I was owned by Mr. Blow.
Mr. Blow owns me, but I don't own Mr. Blow. He can blow me.
Let's move on. This day in 1897. Here's a little callback to earlier. Dracula by Irish author Bram Stoker is published by Archibald Constable and Company in London.
I want to eat your chicken brains. Ha, 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 ha. I am the Count and I scare Annabella. Ha, ha, ha.
Moving on, this day in 1922, Vladimir Lenin suffers a stroke. Obviously, he would later die. to which taken over by Joseph Stalin, and we all know how Russia did following that point in time.
Like Billy Squire says, the stroke, stroke me. I'm having a stroke.
Moving on, this day in 1925, Babe Ruth is finally out of bed 5 weeks after ulcer surgery. Boy, I wonder if maybe poor diet led to that. Smoking, drinking. Couldn't be any of that with Babe Ruth, right?
Babe Ruth! Baby Ruth! Yeah. Gotta find like a Babe Ruth soundbite, like just one part of the Sandlot where they all just go.
Ruth?
No.
The Goonies.
Sloth, yeah. You could have a sloth one too, but Babe Ruth!
Let's keep rolling on. This day in 1940, the first successful helicopter flight in the U.S., Vought Sikorsky US-300, designed by Igor Sikorsky. Again, would not want to be the first to take a helicopter up into the sky and be like, sure, this will end well.
Hello, my name is Igor, and you're on Jackass. I'm flying first helicopter here, praying that I don't fall to my death. Well, I will set up for future Johnny Knoxville stunts.
It is almost Russian Day today, and just a lot of Russian references.
Everything's Russian. It's the Russian episode.
Yep. This day in 1941, the American Flag House, Betsy Ross's home, is given to the city of Philadelphia, of course, where she seamed together the very first American flag.
Thank you, Betsy Ross. You made a beautiful flag.
I absolutely agree. All right, moving on ahead. Ooh, Tony, get that accent ready, because this day in 1967, EMI releases Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band a few days early in the UK. It would go on to #1 for 15 weeks in the US and 22 weeks in the UK.
Hey guys, we just put out a weird album called Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts. We're #1 with a bullet. It's going to last about 15 weeks. My accent's only going to last about 5 more seconds.
Arguably my favorite of all the Beatles albums. I just love it. Weird, strange, fun. But don't put that accent away quite yet, Tony, because this day in 1969, John Lennon and Yoko Ono begin their second bed-in for peace at the Queen Elizabeth Hotel in Montreal.
Yoko, Queen Elizabeth is coming. Would you like to get in bed?
I like it very much.
I like it too.
Ooh, we got a dialogue in that one. Yeah. Let's keep rolling on. This day in 1972, Joe Frazier TKOs Ron Strander in 5 for the heavyweight boxing title.
Down goes Strander, and still your heavyweight champion, Joe Frazier. He's smoking.
What's funny is that impression is usually down goes Frazier. In this case, he was the victor. So
yeah, this time Frazier knocked out Stander, and no one has heard of Ron Stander. I mean, well, I'm sure people have. That's the first time I've heard of his name.
We have now.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep moving on. This day in 1975, Rhinestone Cowboy, single released by Glenn Campbell, ended up being the Billboard Song of the Year in 1975.
That song sucked.
Yeah.
Like a rhinestone cowboy, wah, wah, eating chicken brains for soup.
You got to think,
cowboy.
1975, the height of the disco movement. Yeah, there was some great classic rock. Well, it was just rock at that time, but going on at that time. But Rhinestone Cowboy, that was just countries, dipping their toe in the water to try and capitalize on the disco craze.
Disco Stew does not approve.
Let's keep rolling on. This date in 1993. And in this case, I need more information, maybe even video. In Major League Baseball, Carlos Martinez famously hits a ball off of Jose Canseco's head for a home run. I don't remember this.
I don't either. Like, what did he do? Did he hit it in the outfield? And Jose Canseco, I know at the time, just super jacked from the roids. It just... Me catch ball, doink, home run off my head, rah, roid rage.
Could
I'm
be.
the best, brother.
After the show, I'm going to Google it or YouTube it because I got to find out more.
I wonder if it's better than the Randy Johnson exploding bird pitch.
Ooh,
yeah, that was a pretty good one. Yeah, that's pretty
badass. This day in 2002, Eminem releases his 4th studio album, The Eminem Show. It was the 2002 Billboard Album of the Year Grammy Award for Best Rap Album in 2003, and definitely
I actually quite enjoyed that. Yeah, I enjoyed that album. That was really good. I think Stan was the big one that hooked. It had that Dido cut in it, yeah, and then Devin Sawa.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Final Destination.
That's my girlfriend in the trunk. Yeah, it was good times.
This day in 2012, again, I want more to this story. Pope Benedict the 16th's butler is arrested for allegedly leaking confidential documents. Oh, they need to make a movie about that.
Yeah, I don't mean to be mean, but Pope Benedict was a scary MFer, man. Look at that photo. Like, would you want to wake up into bed next to that? Good morning! You want a Benedict sandwich?
The German Pope, which made it even that much scarier.
Yeah, dude, that dude looks freaky.
And then finally, this day in 2020, J.K. Rowling begins publishing the children's story, The Ichabod, online in installments. I don't know if it's part of the Wizarding World or not, but
And in further news, does anyone even remember that happening? I just remember everything being COVID and Tiger King last year.
Yeah, that's
I don't remember. I don't remember the Ichabod.
Oh, and then finally, let's run down some of today's holidays, where we talk about the things that we celebrate. For instance, this is for my blushing bride-to-be. It is World Redhead Day.
Get it? Redheads do it better.
Tony, it is World Dracula Day.
The Dracula accent is bad.
It is National Blueberry Cheesecake Day. Don't put blueberry.
Damn right. I like it.
It is National Cherry Dessert Day.
I can get down with some of that.
It is National Paper Airplane Day.
Yep.
All right, I guess
school's out, or otherwise I'd suggest making one.
It is National Senior Health and Fitness Day. That should be every day, really.
Yep, eat your chicken brains, folks.
It is Sally Ride Day. I assume that
Sally likes to ride, man. To get on top, boogie and bop.
It is World Product Day, and finally, get those dance shoes on because it is World Lindy Hop Day. So
Lindy Hop all effing day, man.
We're going to go ahead and Lindy Hop into Thursday. We'll be back tomorrow with a brand new episode, which means Florida, man. Enjoy your Wednesday, folks. We'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.